travelers, my name is Emily Harman, and I study intercultural communications. I focus on Spain, so when I heard all of you were going to Spain, I thought that I would get with you and give you tips on communicating with the Spaniards. The first tip, and probably the most obvious, is if you know the language, you're going to be able to communicate with them a lot better. Their expectations for you are going to be a lot higher since you are in their country. Some words that we use in the United States, their translations are not used in Spain. For example, we throw around the word stupid like it's no big deal. Whereas in Spain, if you say the word stupid, it's a huge insult and it's a major deal. Like no one says it. According to a World Business Culture article, Spaniards meet up to talk a lot more frequently than calling or emailing. According to a Spanish programs article, the Spaniards use a lot of slang words that you'll most likely pick up on while you're visiting Spain. Fiestas are also a big deal in Spain. In general, people in Spain are very loud and everything they do is very drastic, especially their parties or fiestas. In my interview with Juan Vasquez, he stressed this very much. In the U.S., people have parties just to have a party, whereas in Spain, all of their parties have a meaning behind them or they have a purpose for having the party. According to Ruiz, the parties are a way of communicating the message to all their friends and family that something big happened. Another way of communicating is print communication, such as the newspaper. A big way that news travels in Spain, according to Miller, there are 150 daily newspapers in Spain, and more than 25,000 people, or 25% of people in Spain read the newspaper every single day. Miller also says that some newspapers sell up to 330,000 copies daily and up to 1 million on Sundays. Their most popular newspaper is called ABC. Newspapers are a very important way to get information while you're visiting Spain. They include almost everything such as weather and big attractions. Magazines, like newspapers, are relied on in Spain very much to transmit news and information. There are several thousand magazines, economic journals, and weekly newspapers. The most popular magazine is called Prensa del Corazon, which literally means press of the heart, translated in English. Technological communication is also a way to learn information in Spain. The TV is probably the most popular. According to Miller, the number of TVs in Spain is increasing rapidly and is well over 16 million now. From 1956 to 1990, the national government in Spain had a monopoly on televisions. Currently, though, the doors are open to private television companies. The final big way of communicating or transmitting information in Spain is by use of the radio. According to Miller, there are 12 million radios in Spain, which means that every 1 of 3 people have them. Therefore, this is not as big a way of communicating in Spain as it is in the U.S. Granted, it is still big. The radio is much like the television. There used to be a closed-door policy and the government controlled it. However, now anyone who wants to can start up a radio station. While you're in Spain, you may consider tuning into Radio Nacional de España, which is the government's radio station. According to a World Culture Business article, in Spain, life is to be lived and enjoyed. I hope these tips about communicating with the Spaniards help you out with your trip to Spain. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you all have a fun, safe trip.